Guys, I get cut off sometimes, but yeah, with the Page of Swords, someone just really being honest, saying what's on, their chest, and not sugarcoating anything. So let's see why this Page of Swords. I was gonna say swords, but let's see why this Page of Swords is here. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. So it's like, yeah, you guys had a final say on something. You were able to speak in an honest way, or maybe someone spoke very honestly to you, and this led to some sort of ending. At the same time, there was a heavy burden released with this. So it's not a bad thing, guys. Your soul just didn't want this. Your soul was already over this, honestly. It's something that I feel may have been dragged out for a lot of you, but your soul was over it, and there may have been something that you guys desired that just had to be rejected, okay? The last card we have is the World card. So again, a chapter's ending, but this shows a very promising new chapter that comes in. So with everything that didn't work out, it only pushed you towards positivity. All right, we have the Page of Wands. And the Fool card in the reverse. So something, guys, had you continued with it, it would have just kept putting roadblocks in front of you. All right, there could be other offers coming in, or just ideas that you have that you're working on, with you letting something go. Okay, but I feel like for a lot of you, maybe this is something that you're working on in silence. For some of you, maybe there's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio involved in this. But you dropped the burden and the conflict of something that was just, very toxic for you. So let's look at your present moment, guys. The first card that we have is the Eight of Cups. So you're walking away from something. Okay, there's something that you're just no longer going to be around. You have the Star card, so you could be walking away from something to get wish fulfillment, or you can be walking away from something that you did desire and that would have been your wish fulfillment. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. For a lot of you, you just want this. Okay, and you're debating whether or not you should fully let it go, but here, guys, you got to let it go. There's just too much burden. Okay, with whatever this is, guys, because for some of you maybe it's a relationship, for others of you maybe it's a job that you need to leave and you need to find a new one. Maybe it's a living situation that you have to leave. Obviously, if this is something financial where you just need to save a certain amount of money and then you can move out, or make the changes that you need, just go ahead and do so. Focus on the solution. But if this is something that has to do with like love, or like a friend that you've been friends with for so long and you don't know if you should drop them, whatever it is, I'm asking you guys to look at the long term with this, because right now there might be a part of your heart and soul that says, I really want this and I would feel very good if it was next to me right now. But is it going to cause you pain tomorrow? Is it going to reopen some sort of wound tomorrow? Okay? Don't keep putting yourself in a place where you have to heal from the beginning all over again. All right? Think about your future self. You have to look out for him or her. No one is going to hold your future self down more than you. So if you know right now that something is hurting you, or that it's just not working out in the way that you want, and it just doesn't fit in your life the way it might have in the past, look out for your future self and say, you know what? I'm going to stop being selfish in my present self, and I'm going to hold down my future self. And don't worry, future self, I am not going to let this fuck me over again. It's not going to fuck us over. I promise you that this will not be a problem for you. But you have to put in the work now. Okay, don't drag out pain. And trust me, guys, just as an empath, I feel so much more than what I would like to sometimes. But that's the way I look at it. There's going to be so many things in life that are disappointing, breakups, living situations that don't work out, having fights with people, stuff like that. But why keep going back and reminding yourself of the pain? It makes no sense. At that moment, just release it. Even if you don't want it, just be okay with releasing it, because what is meant for you cannot be compromised. So that's why I'm so chill. I could be head over heels in love with somebody, but if they write me and say, look, I just can't do this, I wish you the best, I'm going to move on. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm popping. I know I deserve the best that this world has to give. And if it's not coming from you, it will come from someone else. Believe that, okay? So that's the mindset that I want all of you guys to really carry right now. The center of your reading, this is what every card is going to tie into. This is going to be like a central energy. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a loss of abundance, or something that, it just doesn't really feel as good as you would like it to on the soul. A loss of some sort. Why is this here? Seven of Cups in the reverse. And you have the King of Wands in the reverse. There's something that you're realizing that's just making you feel a loss, or maybe someone's realizing something about you and they're kind of at a loss with this. But wherever the burden is coming from, it's going to be cut out. But with you cutting it out, it opens up a chapter for this new beginning for you. It's just you or somebody else is just not taking it too well. All right, I see someone very upset here. So I see someone in their feelings and just feeling emotionally unstable. My ring keeps opening. All right. So we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Whether you guys are sad, whether you guys are angry, whether you're pissed off, crying, and angry, and all this stuff at the same time, wherever that's coming from, whatever's causing you to feel that way, whether it's something that you put out in the universe or something that someone did to you, you just have to protect yourself, guys. Just cut it out at this point. Don't try to get the upper hand. Don't try to go back and get the last word. No, none of that. Just let it go. Just walk away. Okay? Just walk away. Especially if this is something where you feel like you got the short end and maybe someone really, really hurt you. There's no better way to walk away than just gracefully and silently. Okay? Especially for those of you if this has to do with love. I'm a Taurus, guys. So we do have, these characteristics that a lot of people will say we have in regards to like being very stubborn, maybe being very territorial. And don't get me wrong, guys, before I went through my awakening, before I knew how to handle life and handle people, I used to be crazy leaving a relationship. Okay, I couldn't let things go gracefully. And this is a true story. I had lived with someone for about like 2 to 3 years, and I knew something was off. Okay, I knew something was off, and I couldn't say what it was. And this is someone that at this point they had just gotten comfortable with me. So that morning right before they went to work, I looked at this person's phone just because, and trust me, I do not go through phones. This was like the last time I ever went through someone's phone, and it was like 8-9 years ago, so I'm proud of myself. But I go through their phone only because they just didn't come home the night before, and they were with an ex. And what I would have done in the past, because I've been in very abusive situations, is I would have smacked the shit out of somebody. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've put my hands on people before. I will never do it again. I'm not proud of it, not proud of what I went through, but it taught me just how to be a better person. So in most cases, I would have fucked this person up, okay? But when I saw that, it was just like, this hurts. And I know that it hurts, and I acknowledge what the truth is. But at that point, what the fuck could I do? Am I going to cry? Am I going to scream? Am I going to yell at them? Am I going to hit them? What is that going to do for me besides stress me and them out more? It's just what it is. It sucks. It's not something you want to see. But what happened? I let them go to work. I acted as if nothing crazy was happening. I was fine, and it took a lot of willpower to not go off. When they came back from work 7 hours later, there was no trace of me in that home. And that is the last person ever heard of me. And who suffered so greatly. They didn't see that coming. And it felt good, okay? And in that case, I didn't see it as something that needed closure. Although we actually did find closure, and we were really, really cool. Now we're not because they're married and shit like that. But it's just, it doesn't have to be so dramatic. If you already see that a situation is over, why add more stress? Just leave, all right? Don't put more energy into it, just go. All right, so moving forward, let me get off my tangent. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So an unstable transition that a person finds themselves in, or just something that doesn't have a solid foundation. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So I like this, guys, because you could be feeling unstable with certain things in your life, but you're still working very hard on doing better for yourself and bringing new things into your life. And you just don't want to bring conflict into your life. All right, you don't want anything toxic around you. I feel compelled to say, if some of you are turning to alcohol or heavy drugs or anything that you're abusing to the point where you can't function, like, I'm not saying smoking weed or anything like that is bad. Like, I don't think I could do the work I did if I didn't do it myself. But if something is happening so often that is detrimental, if you find yourself like being that pothead that doesn't get off the couch and is just always high and is always eating, and now you're gaining weight and you're not doing anything productive and you're just turning into this mush, that's when the Devil card will show up, okay? Whatever is pushing you away from being your highest self, you can't do that. So I'm not saying you guys have to quit 100% your habits, but you have to find that moment where now it's not helping me to unwind. Now it's not helping me to enjoy myself. Now it's actually causing, worse things to happen. Maybe you get too drunk and you get into a fight. Maybe you're just way too high and you just, I don't know, end up just forgetting everything that happens in your day. Okay, smoking a lot of weed will fuck with your memory. But yeah, you guys have to see shit for what it is, okay? The next card you guys have for the future is the King of Pentacles. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. If it's not, it's going to be, if it's you taking on this energy or just someone around you, it's going to be someone who is very responsible, very hardworking. They're most likely doing very well financially. Someone who just has a very significant loving standpoint. Okay, someone that could, for the most part, have a very humble take on life. Let's see why they're here. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Death card. So with you guys allowing this change to come in, a lot of passion comes in. For some of you, you're going to have a soulmate energy that comes in for you. And guys, keep this in silence, or keep this to yourself rather. Whatever it is that you're building, that you're working on, okay, even though you feel unstable, protect this. People can't attack you if they don't know what to attack. So until this is fully established, don't tell people about it. Keep it on a need-to-know basis. If there's anyone that their opinion is going to make you feel shitty about what you're doing, even if you're really onto something, don't go to them for advice. That's like me. When I have a business idea, my parents are the last people that I go to. I just show them a check 2 or 3 months later, and then they understand my fucking mind, okay? But the last card we have here, guys, is the Eight of Swords. And this is why you have to keep shit to yourself, because you're already in a place where you feel unstable, or something in your life is unstable, and you're already in your head about a lot of shit. You don't need outside influence, because you already know what you want to go towards. You've established that for yourself, so just go towards it. All right? Social media and all that is not going to help in this case. You don't want to get third-party advice on this. You want to just get yourself in a good place first. There's going to be a lot of inner work, Gemini, that you guys are going to have to do, and you're going to have to trust yourself. Page of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, just don't talk about it. Whatever burden you're feeling is going to be released, guys. Something big is coming in, but I just feel like with you guys speaking your mind, especially if I just feel like someone is not 100% confident in whatever it is that they're building right now. A lot can be compromised right now. I feel like you guys are really in a delicate place where it's like you're just this egg, and it's like I have to carry you from one part to the other, but technically it's like you carrying yourself from one point to another, but at any time it could just slip and crack. Okay, but the egg is still valuable. So here it's like you're that egg. You want to move quietly. You want to move smoothly. You don't want anyone, coming in, hey guys, come look at this. And then they run towards you and then they push you and then you just crack. Like, no, keep your shit to yourself. Whatever you're building, especially if you're not 100% confident about what you're building, don't let other people know. Don't let their negativity or their doubt seep into you. Don't let their fear project onto you. Just do what you got to do. Whatever this plan is, it's going to work out, but don't let anyone doubt you, especially if you've come from an unstable place. Okay, I find that like when we ask our family for advice and things like that, it could be very, very discouraging. But you also have to keep in mind, it's not that your family doesn't want the best for you or those close to you don't want the best for you, but look at it from the other way around. They've seen your failures. They've seen you look stupid. They've seen you fuck up. They've seen you just not get shit right. So when you're trying to put out this grand idea that's going to offer you so much to people who have just seen you fuck up so many times, guess what? There's going to be bullshit. To this day, my parents tell me, Lisette, get a real job. And I'm just like I'm breaking records out here, y'all. Like, what? So your vision is not meant for everyone to understand, guys. All right, but you make it happen anyways. So let's see what the advice is going to be for you guys. I think you guys are going to be my last reading today. Only because I'm craving a beer. So I'm not really a beer person, guys, but I tried this beer. It's by Victory Beer Company. It's called Golden Monkey. If any of you work for them, oh my God, get me free beer and I will recommend the beer to everybody and just post about it. But there's this beer called Golden Monkey, guys, and it has this banana flavor. And it's the most delicious shit ever. It's a fruit beer and it fucks you up. It's 9.8% alcohol. So 2 of those, 3 max, and you're lit. You're ready to go. So I want one of those. Let me shut up. Let's get the advice, Gemini. I'm sidetracked here. I really needed to take a break, guys. Like, I just feel so much lighter and happier after taking my break. So, gotta take time for yourself sometimes. All right, so we have Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the reverse. What you guys feel so conflicted about that you had to let go of, it would have only brought you misery in the future. Okay? It had to be put in the past. It was out of your control at this point, but it's saying to be patient because you actually dodged a bullet and something very positive is coming in. You guys are not meant to fight. You're not meant to force anything right now. Stand your ground. If you're feeling a sense of loss, rejection, anything like that, it completely subsides. Gemini, you guys are solid. You're solid, you're solid, you're solid. Okay? Just stop fighting yourself and stop fighting your spirit. And listen to what your soul is telling you when it wants you to detach from something. Because you guys are still holding on to something in some way, shape, or form that needs to be let go of. All right? Although this could make you unhappy in some way, shape, or form, is bringing you major stability. So now whatever it is that you're building from this point on, it's not being built on sand that's right close to the shore, okay? It's being built on concrete. This is solid. All right? Give up on whatever this is. Let it go. Put it in the past. That's it. All right? And stop beating yourself up, guys. Like I keep saying, what is meant for you cannot be compromised. So whether you're losing a lover, or you're losing a job, or you're letting, whatever it is you're letting go of, it was not meant to be there. Okay? You guys were just dealing with the karmic situation where there was imbalance, but now you let that go and you can move forward. A lot of you could have been dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. A lot of that is showing up, but there's just someone or something here that just wasn't genuinely invested. So that's why I had to be let go of, guys. So you have victory coming in. You have something so solid. Are you going to allow yourself to get that? All right? It's right there for you, Gemini. It's within reach. Okay? So, guys, awesome reading. You guys know what you have to do now. This is a very, very clear message. So like I said, guys, if you want to check out the merchandise for High Vibrations, you want to get a reading, or you want to hit me up about New Orleans, all of that is in the description below, like I said. And lastly, guys, we are getting, into the holiday season. So as a lot of you know, I've been kind of falling back from doing as many personal readings only because I want to focus more on YouTube, getting more content out for you guys, and just working on other passions that I have, because I've just been so busy in the last 3 years that I haven't been able to develop other things that just makes me very happy. I want to go back to acting, dancing, all that. But anyways, getting sidetracked. So right now I'm in the process of just really making everything professional, getting all the gear that I need to have, an up and running studio that just has the best of the best. So I am asking you guys for help on that. I actually started, or I did a list on Amazon, a wish list with everything that I need to make my dream happen. So I'm reaching out to y'all if you guys want to be, helpful and, send something over to me, no matter how big or little. I will be forever grateful. And if you do decide to do so, send me an email at highvibrations44@gmail.com, and I will send you a free reading just to show my gratitude for everything that you guys are doing. Yeah, this is going to mean the world to me. So once I get everything up and running, expect a lot more. I love you guys so much. Take care.